So back here now, and the jokes aside, our attention turns to this Surf Ironman qualifying series and this Ironman final. And again, not conventional. It is an absolute massive field, this one, 30 plus, Josh.
Yeah, it's not like you'd normally see at a normal carnival, but nothing today has been normal. So we've got a great quality field here. All these guys looking to qualify into the Kellogg's Nutrigrain Ironman series. And there's some real big names there. We've got Blair Day, brother of Ali Day, Dane Farrell, former Kellogg's Nutrigrain Ironman, Darcy and Jack Hansen. So the brother battle starts today. They'll be going toe-to-toe for the entire race. As we go down the list, TJ Handy, we've got Mackenzie Heinard. He'll be one of the guys trying to crack that qualifying series. A couple of the guys who missed out in the Kellogg's, Tannen Linden and Jacko Maynard, who will be looking for a good result.
And we keep going, and well, I'll jump in and help you out here because there's just so many of them, Josh. On to more competitors. Angus O'Loughlin there of Torquay, the local lad will want to turn it on for the boys. Isaac Smith of Redhead, Mitch Roth of North Cronulla have made the journey all the way down here to Victoria, and finishing off with our Beach Flags champion in Hayden White of Mooloolaba. Look at this, you're never going to see this. This is like old school Pro Series days.
Oh, and it's every man and his dog at the start here. They're going to try and get out in front, and that looks like that's Angus O'Loughlin there from the Torquay club in the black skins there. He's out in front, and I don't know how long he's going to stay out in front there for, but he's doing a good job at the moment as we see a couple of the more favoured guys already at the back. There's Cam Cole's a few way down, and Chris Allen, who's a former Kellogg's Ironman there, he's struggling at the back.
Yeah, Jonah Beard from Newport, he's probably one of the quickest on the sand, and think about speed, he's going to be right up there. But straight onto these skis, and it's all about this quick transition. Get up and get out of trouble. Look at this, there is an absolute squadron of competitors going out there. You want to get out in front and just get away from these guys.
That's it. You don't want to have anyone around you when you get to those cans, because you've got 33 blokes. That's twice as many as in a normal race. They're all trying to turn 180 degrees at the same time. There's going to be drama, that's for sure. As we see the field, it's already so spread out. We're looking on there with Jack Hansen. He's formerly of the Coast, but right out in front, orange ski, black stripes, that's Hayden White. He's our Beach Flags champion. On his right with the yellow nose, that's Matt Poole. On his inside, closer to us, that's Tannen Linden there with the pink nose on his ski. So Whitey will be looking to get out in front, make the most of his advantage. It's his ski leg, not the Beach Flags like he'd have you think, but this is where he's gonna make his most advantage in this race.
Well, I think he's pumped up after his Beach Flags victory, and you can tell now on board another Mooloolaba competitor, Matt Bevilacqua, trying hard, and well, formerly from Clifton Beach in Tasmania, so he'll relish these cold conditions.
Yeah, the cold will be no trouble for Matty Bev there. He's grown up down there, and it's a lot colder than it is at Torquay here. But all out in front, the boys have already started to form that V. It's Hayden White out in front there from Matty Poole. That's Max Brooks there on the red ski in third. Then Tannen Linden, and
there's going to be some
push and shove.
Look at that. Is that
Jacko Maynard
yeah,
around the inside there.
So
he's made the
lost.
most of it. I think he's made up 6 or 8 spots there as more of them come. There's just a squadron of them heading around here. Look at them. That's Chris Allen around there. Then there's back to Jonah Beard and Jack Hansen. They just keep coming. Blair Day on the striped ski there. Look how many guys there are.
Oh, someone's fallen off, and look at this, hanging on for dear life. So,
and he's going over. Jeez, that'll
you
slow
don't
him
want to
down.
be caught behind there, but leaders wave, and looks like Jackson Maynard picked up a nice wave here right of screen as we go on board with Hayden White as well. So Hayden White in the middle here, and we can see him just comfortably cruising down. So the right of screen, Jackson Maynard of the Currumbin Club, white ski, red nose in the middle there, Hayden White in that orange ski, and then to his left it will be Matt Poole, and then back here to this chase group, and currently in 8th place, Matt Bevilacqua working hard to really reel these boys in.
You can see the difference there of Hayden White sitting out in front. He was just cruising, got the heart rate down, and how hard Matt Bevilacqua was working at the back there. He was pumping his arms going out. These boys look rested. They look like they've got a little advantage there, and as they head round this flag, they'll look to do the same thing again. Work together out, keep the heart rate low, keep the technique up, and take the most of this advantage they've got at the moment.
Oh, if you thought it was carnage going around the cans at the back, it's going to be absolute carnage here. Look at this, 6, 7 going around this turning can. You don't want to be caught too close. Oh, boom on there, right. You don't want to be the official holding the flag.
It's just as bad. They're about 8 deep going around there, and these skis are 18 feet long, so there's not a lot of room to move around there as the boys are getting caught up, and it's just crash and bash here. It's like dodge 'em skis.
So there we go, Matt Bevilacqua back on again. It's like Lockie Reed there of Newport as well. Right next to him, Cam Cole, our board race winner on that gold ski. going past us, and also Tannen Linden, who got absolutely belted going around the can in that first leg.
Yeah, and Tannen will be looking for a good result. He had a good one in the first round at Alexandra Headlands, missed the next round because he was focusing on the Kellogg Series, and he'll be desperate for a good one here to get himself back in. But it's all our three leaders here. Matty Poole out in front. He's shown all summer how good he can be. Winner of the last round at Maroochydore, and Jacko Maynard and Hayden White are doing the right thing. They're letting the big man go to the front. They're just riding on his wash, conserving energy. They'll look to hold on to him in the ski and then make the most advantage of the board leg.
Yeah, well, Matt Poole, he's comfortable. He's into the series next year already, so really academic for him points-wise, but obviously he's a competitor. He's a ferocious competitor, and that's the thing that makes the difference, isn't it? We obviously saw him before. He just loves to battle. He'll race anything. He'll do it in ping pong. He'll do it in handball. It doesn't matter what it is. Matt Poole just wants to beat you in everything he does.
Yeah, that's it. He's a real competitive animal at the moment, and he's not going to give these guys and let them go and race for points. He's going to go the whole way and try and win, because that's the way he's been brought up, and that's what he does. That's what he does best. So as we see the boys on the way back in, there's still the three of them out in front, and this could be a winning move here, Kurt. Like, I know it's early days, there's a long way to go, but they've got a massive gap, and it's not like one of these boys to take a backward step and wait for the field to catch them. They're going to go for the front, and they're going to go for the lead.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you the one thing they've got in their favour, and that's there's three of them. So the three of them can work together. It's not like you're a single man out in front and you don't really know what the pace you should be going. Should you bust yourself? Should you not? These three guys can work together and really maximise their points as they hit the sand. And Jacko Maynard, we saw obviously he's missed out on that requalification process, but he had a brilliant SIQS last year. He won the SIQS, and if he can post a great result today, then it's going to throw him right back up there in the overall standings.
Yeah, Jackson's a great story. He had some troubles in the past with his heart, an irregular heartbeat that he had to have surgery on to have it fixed, and he's made his way back, qualified for his first Kellogg's Ironman Series, was the winner of the SIQS last year, and he's back better than ever. So he's one of the real fairy tale stories of the sport here, and he's showing the guys how it's done. And as you said earlier on, Kurt, the three of them, if they can work together, it's funny, Hayden White, he's probably the best ski paddler. Matt Poole would be the best swimmer in the field, and Jacko Maynard would have claims on the best board paddler. So if the three of them can work together, work their strengths, it's going to help the other two that are working with them the entire way.
Yeah, the big chase pack continues to come, and a lot of work to be done by these guys. Jay Finesse, Max Brooks. The lads just keep coming. Chris Allen in there as well. He wants to have a big go. And Cam Cole. So some good swimmers in this as well. And now's your time to make your move in this swim leg.
Yeah, that's it. The guys like Chris, Benny Carberry, the good swimmers will really try and go at this swim leg. They'll try and drag these three back in and put the gap on the rest of the field, because you don't want to have this many guys around you for the rest of the race. It brings waves into it. It brings a whole lot of other variables into it. So the boys will look to wade hard through the water as we see Matty Bevilacqua gets those legs up and dives in, and he'll be looking to have a big swim and really get away from this group.
Oh, this low tide at Torquay to finish us off. It just doesn't get any worse. You just got to get off your legs as quick as you can, much like we saw in the ladies' race. You just want to get in and get that blood back into the arms. And you can see going out to sea right now, really tightly bunched, this chase pack. And hard to make out, obviously, with no caps. But all these guys got to do, as Cam Cole looks like in there, you can always spot him because he's got that beautiful tan.
Yeah, and the bleach blonde hair there. He's easy to pick out. It's like he's wearing a yellow cap. But there's some good swimmers in this group here, the likes of Benny Carberry, your Mitty Allams, your Dane Farrells, Max Brookses. These guys can go well, but just look how far in front these top three are. And that's Matty Poole out in front with Jacko Maynard on his tail, and Hayden White's just dropping off as they make their way into this first can. He's probably a length off, and that's not where he wants to be. He wants to be right on Jacko Maynard's feet there.
Yeah, such a competitor, Matt Poole. He wants to win everything he goes in, and Jacko Maynard not letting him go. And what we saw before in the interview with Hayden White, we know how much he loves the swim leg.
Oh, yeah, this is his most hated part of the race, and it's definitely the most hated part of his training. But he manages it, and he does well, and he works hard at it, and that's one for the kids out there. You don't have to be the most talented bloke at every leg. Hayden's definitely not the most talented swimmer, but he works
Paul
hard.
with some backstroke there. Sorry to interrupt, but
he's doing it easy out in front, that's for sure. He's searching for a wave already. Is that him cruising, or is that him hurting, Kurt?
Oh, I think it's cruising, but gee, we've seen how many times the backstroke brings you undone. We saw Max Beattie at Coffs Harbour bust out some backstroke. That cost him the Ironman race there. So these guys, you got to be careful. And look at this, the 180
carnage.
turning. Oh, man.
All over each. Oh, there's
in the
push and
head.
shove. The cameraman's gone down on that one. But as we back up, and Waves brought all three of the front pack back together. So that's a blessing in disguise, or a blessing there for Hayden White. He's got back onto this group, and look at that body surfing from Matt
streamline.
Poole. And we spoke about it earlier with Harriet Brown. Those small little gaps can make all the difference in the end.
Yeah, they know the lead's large, so Paul right now just slowing it right down. He's in no rush. He's in the #1 spot, as it looks like White and Maynard trying to get back into it. And Hayden White, well, there you go. Don't have to be the best swimmer, but gee, if you've got the skills to body surf, you can really close that gap back up.
Yeah, he makes sure he makes no mistakes. He's always on the wave. He always body surfs it as far as he can. He wades as far as he can. He chooses the right line most of the time. So he doesn't have to be the best swimmer around the back as long as he doesn't make any mistakes. But there's no doubting who's going for the win here. Matty Poole's got a small gap on the other two, and he's really looking to go at it.
Well, they're really got to push it here because they want to get these points. If you can go in the top 3, then it's going to mean something. Outside the top 3 in this SIQS, it's no good to you because you can only compile your 4 best results.
Yeah, that's it. We saw last year to qualify for those spots as the rest of the pack heads in, you needed 4 podium finishes. And so coming 4th, coming 5th, while they're great results and they may sneak you in if you have good other rounds, you don't want to bank on them. As that look, we get up, that's TJ Hendy there who's had a great swim come through. Max Brooks, winner of the opening SIQS round. So these guys, that's Mitty Allen in there from Wanda, and Dane Farrell who got 3rd at Thirroul. So these guys are all the contenders, and they've been schooled by the top 3 so far.
Yeah, these are the real good swimmers now. Ben Carberry coming through. Jay Finesse is a fantastic swimmer. Matt Bevilacqua there still coming through. And I guess the work to be done for these guys at the back. But TJ Hendy, and a fantastic swimmer, obviously, the great bloodline that he has, son of the great Trevor Hendy. But we saw him produce a really great swim in that last round at Maroochydore in the Taplin Relay for Surfers Paradise, and he wants to do another great swim here.
Yeah, he's probably one of the better guys when there's waves, when they're in surf, but he showed then he can do it in the flat as well. And it looks like Matty Poole's just pulled away from Jacko Maynard, and they've definitely pulled away from Hayden White, who's probably 2 or 3 lengths behind. So as we saw in the women's race, this is starting to become one of the definitive moments in this race. It's where it's won and lost. So Hayden White just dropping off the back there, and he'll be desperate as look at the crowd still going out. They're all over the shop in the ocean. They're swimming all over each other. So I've never seen anything like it.
You better watch out here. There could be a couple of head-ons coming real soon. Matt Poole leading the charge coming in. The lads still coming out.
But that looks like Mitch Allen there from Dane Farrell. So a couple of the Cronulla boys and the cousin there of Hayden Allen and Chris Allen. So a big family affair here. We've got the Hanson brothers in here as well as Matty Bevilacqua cruises round. But Matt Poole's turned that 5-metre gap into probably 50 metres here. And heading into the board leg, you wouldn't think these guys would catch him. As Hayden White just misses one that Jacko Maynard will pick up. So that'll solidify his spot in second heading into this board leg.
Yeah, most definitely. And the same old adage here in surf sports, while you're running and they're swimming, that gap is going to go from 50 to 100 to 150 metres. It just gets opened up so quickly. So Matt Poole on the sand and doing it easy, and the rest of them, well, still swimming. 99% of them are, and Maynard really trying hard now. He knows, high fives on the way around. He's feeling good.
Yeah, he is, and you can see how much Jacko Maynard's improved in the last 12 months. After his first year in the Kellogg Series, he's another racer. He looks more confident, he looks more sure of himself, and he looks like he knows what to do now. He knows how to win races, and he knows how to put the other guys to the sword, and he's not content in just sitting in the pack. He wants to go out and really make this race his own.
Yeah, Paul's taking a little look back there and maybe thought Maynard a bit closer than what he first expected. So good transition from Maynard, but this is where these top guys really make it count. It's when you pick up the craft in that moment, and the kids at home will do it as well here. They've got to learn. This is where absolute money. Shannon Eckstein nails it. Matt Poole nails it. This is where they just nail it. When they pick up their board, from the time they pick it up to the time they take their first stroke, they just don't give up.
That's it. That's those little things. It's the things people don't think about. Everyone thinks it's swimming around the can. As we see the rest of the field, they're still together. But it's the small little mistakes. It's putting your board in the right place. It's wading to the right distances. It's those mistakes that Shannon Eckstein, Ali Day, they don't make those mistakes, and that's why they're the best.
Yeah, they're coming through there, and Matt Bevilacqua, you can just see a bit of work to do.
Yeah, he
in
didn't
this
have the
final
best swim
board leg.
there.
But great legs there. For Carberry had a brilliant leg. Alum had a great leg as well. Jay Finesse, obviously a renowned swimmer, and made the move from the Wanda to the Manly Club in the off-season. He's having a good day of it as well. So here they go out the back, and
a few waves there. That'll knock Jacko Maynard back and the rest of the field. So that's what Matty Poole wants. He snuck over a few of them and pulled onto one or two runners here, and they're still getting hit on the way out. They might only be small, but they're enough to stop your momentum, and there's nothing worse when you get that board up and going, another one comes and you slow down. It just takes effort here as Pooley looks behind himself, and he'll try and pick this one up, and really this could be race over if he gets this one.
Well, Maynard will push this because he can see a little bump. Look, he takes a look at this one, and he's going to pump these arms. Really, look at him pump the arms. He goes up in the rating. He knows this is the race. Oh, he's got it from the back too. So great job from Jackson Maynard to snag that one around the cans, and all of a sudden Matt Poole's lead, even though he's on this leader's wave, just the next wave behind. As simple as that, isn't it?
Yeah, it gets cut in half like that, and Maynard did so well there. He looked out to sea, he saw that coming. He really worked hard for it and pushed down it, and it's that little bit of foresight, that little bit of experience that some of the younger guys don't have that makes the big difference.
And not just that, now the rest. These are really long, cruisy waves, and we'll call them spilling waves, really, in the sport. And that spilling wave, that's given Matt Poole probably, 20 seconds rest, time to get that heart rate down, and now it goes up again. And these are the transitions we spoke about before. It's the work you do off the board that really counts, and Maynard is going to give it to himself now. This is his chance.
Yeah, if he's back in this, if he can get another wave like that, it's going to be a sprint up the beach here for Jacko Maynard. So a great board leg. As we see Hayden White off in the distance, he got his own wave, but it probably was from a little bit further in, and so that gap's just grown and exploded out to probably 250 metres. White's still in third, but it's a little bit of a shaky third at this point. The field's coming. The boys are going to get their own waves, but he really needs to get round here. Hayden's looking for a good result.
Oh, you can just see in the background, look at those heads bobbling up right there on the next wave. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, so don't look behind Whiteos because the boys are coming. Look at them all here.
Yeah, that's Max Brooks there. Ben Carberry on his inside as we're riding with Maxie Brooks. That's Ben Carberry on his left-hand side there. He's leading the Summer of Surf Ironman qualifying series at the moment, so he'll be looking for a big result. Matty Bevilacqua's back in it with Dane Farrell, Mitch Allen, so there's some good board paddlers here, and you never know. Whitey could drag these guys back up onto Hayden, up on his club mate. Hayden will be hoping he doesn't, but I think he's going to do it.
Oh, Matt Bevilacqua's had a huge opening board leg here. If he can do another one of those, he's going to be right up there on Hayden White's wash, but still back to the lead. Top of screen, you can see Matt Poole taking out a big lead, and now these guys, a lot of work to do. Is that Isaac Costello in there? A couple of lads from Redhead made the journey down, trying to make it count, but it's a long race here for these guys.
Cannon Linden, we expect him to be a little higher than he is at the moment. He looks like he's in about 12th or 13th place, but he's one of the top Ironmen in the country. He's finished second in the Australian Ironman title before, and you'd expect him to be at the front of these up with Matt Poole, but Matty Poole's just doing it all his own way at this point, looking out to sea, making sure he gets those runners. He lifts the rating, pushes down that runner there, and really gets up on his knees and starts working hard for home.
Well, here we go. Now Jacko Maynard needs something that he got in the last one. He needs a little wave as he makes his way to the can, and it's all Matt Poole's race at the moment. And if Maynard wants to close the gap now, he's going to need a bit of help from the wave gods as he makes the turn for home. And it looks like it's flattened out just a little bit. Matt Poole there trying to stroke away as the boy's going out. He's coming in.
He's just turned around and had a look back at Jacko. He saw what happened in the last one. He knows that if he doesn't get a wave here, that anything could happen, that even Hayden could possibly get one from all the way out the back like we saw in the first. And look at him really lifting, and it's happened again.
So a wave here, but thankfully for the leader in Matt Poole, he's got his own wave, but Jackson Maynard's gone back to back with beautiful waves, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Matt Poole, just that wave in front, and he earned it. He deserved it. He took the pace up when all three of them together. He wanted to go away in that swim leg, and that really set up this final board leg. So Matt Poole takes the win today.
Yeah, he grabbed this race by the scruff of the neck in that swim leg. He knew that these guys were a little weaker than he was, but a great effort from Jacko Maynard to finish second. That'll catapult him to the top of the leaderboard here in the qualifying series. But there's no doubting, Matty Poole comes all the way to Victoria and takes home a win. Well done.
Yeah, Matt Poole crosses the line and continues his great run of form over the last month. And here we go, Jacko Maynard. Well, this is a second place. You can book it. Book this one in. That's going to be in one of your top 4 results for the year. He'll be stoked with that performance. Obviously, with some big carnivals coming up in the month of January. And Hayden White now, He's hung on as well. That was a really tough way to hang on because the lads were coming
and it looks
breathing
like
down his neck.
Matty Bevilacqua's done well to get away there for fourth. So he's paddled from about 8th place, past 4 guys, all the way to the front. So a great effort from these boys.
So the points really counting now for these guys behind, but Hayden White will round out the top 3 here in the Surf Ironman qualifying series. And the results here from the Open Ironman, and really this long M-shaped course paying dividends for the boys in the Pro Series. Matt Poole goes back-to-back here at the Summer of Surf with victory in Maroochydore, now here down in Victoria at Torquay, ahead of Jacko Maynard of the Currumbin Vikings and the 2 Mooloolaba lads in Hayden White and Matt Bevilacqua. Good day out as well for Ben Carberry, of course the winner of our ski race earlier today from Warilla Barrack Point. And most definitely a well-earned hot water bottle for these guys in these really cold and testing conditions.
Matt Poole, winner of the Jim Wall Ironman, and you really dominated that race.
Yeah, look, it was really tough. It was only a week turnaround from our final round of the Nutrigrain series, so I was still kind of burning up a little bit from that. It's quite cold there, so we weren't doing too much warm-up, so the pace was on right from the start, and yeah, I really got the heart rate up. It was hurting.
2 from 2, you won the last round and this round. How are you feeling for the next ones?
Yeah, look, I'm really excited. Anytime we can put our foot on the start line, it's always a great opportunity to race and test yourself against these sort of young guys that are, you know, that they're fighting so hard for points to try and gain qualification into next year's series. So these guys are, you know, racing with their life on the line, and they're doing really well.
Massive win, congratulations.
Thank you.
So I'll explain it all to you now. The overall point score after 6 rounds. This is our Summer of Surf competition that's been going all summer long. And it's the Mooloolaba trifecta. Matt Bevilacqua, Matt Poole and Hayden White headlining that. Jared McDonald right there of BMD Northcliffe as well. So these top 16 competitors are all vying for a spot in that final of our Summer of Surf there at Newport Beach on March 1 to try and get in there. And finishing off there, Kendrick Louis, Luke Cuff and Jackson Cosgrove on the cusp. And this is what it all comes down to, the pathway into the Nutrigrain series next summer. And after 3 rounds, our Surf Ironman qualifying series overall point score, Hayden White and Max Brooks lead the way on 108 points ahead of Matt Bevilacqua and Matt Poole, the Mooloolaba clubmates. And this is these athletes' dreams, to follow in the footsteps of the legends before them, the likes of Trevor Handy and Guy Andrews. They want to make it into that professional series next summer and really show that they can match it with the best Ironman in the nation. Well, that about wraps